Okay. So
Talk about what you're gonna.
what we have here is we're gonna engage main. That's good.
Or
But
is the
here the
passion?
little thing is that Ryan's shield is not even half damaged. We had enough time to fall back when we see the bastion, but the May wall was kind of it was a fair reaction, but it could have been used better, maybe saving from pushes or so.
The reason that was my wall. I know I've done that. The reason I'd
Okay.
done the wall is because the healers were with me, so I walled to get the healers through to the bank so that the
Yeah.
tanks
Okay.
could rearrange back through.
Okay.
I didn't wall up because I think if you watch on the next rotation, I think the call was to go all the way around. So I
Yeah.
used the walls just to block line of sight rather than take the damage from the tank's shield for the next bit.
Yeah. Okay. It's just because I wanted to see the wall being used in a straight line rather than like pointing forwards
Yeah, I get
to
that to lift him up.
wall him up. Yeah, exactly. Which I hope was like if you pushed in and they would be like, oh shit, Bastion's up. I'm gonna wall him up. So instead of us having to wait and us being maybe sprayed down a bit, uh, I just felt it was a kind of random wall, getting a bit of value out of what it could have been getting. 240, I think.
You should have gone Genji next time.
We're pushing up. You can maybe charge that.
I am.
I said you can maybe charge, but yet again, asking
am.
for, let's say, if he could have pushed or if he could charge someone in here in safety. So I felt
I
like
am.
you see, Winston, there's no coordination in this part, other than oh shit, we're all going this way, and then Winston diving. Okay. Thinking. And then Ryan doing the typical, oh shit, I have shift up. There's a huge team there. Let's dive in that. And he actually gets saved by immortality by Baptiste, which is super nice. But immortality gets destroyed immediately, which could have been saved for further throughout the fight. So, but it was a good follow up. There's a lot of engagement. Just lucky that it actually went in our favor and not enemy favor because they might not have been ready. But our attack was not really coordinated. It was not something like Winston says, "Oh shit, I'm gonna dive," and Ryan says, "Pocket me, I'm gonna go shit. I'm gonna go charge." So the attack was okay, but it was lucky because it was sort of uncoordinated, which would have been nice. If people had just said like, okay, I'm a charge or I'm a jump in, would have been way better because people would be knowing what was going on instead of just, oh shit's happening, I'm gonna use my abilities. Think I wrote something here again.
Bastion equals Batiste.
I'm not sure.
I got fucked. Bastion's dead.
Oh yeah, Maywall maybe causing a bit of chaos. No, I don't know if it's blocking people off from the other side, but
yeah, the monkey.
Yeah, it's blocking, like it's splitting our team as well as their team. When I'm saying stuff that's specifically to a specific hero, I'm not trying to make you like feel bad or something. It's just small things. So no like bad means to you, Solo, for the walls.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just muting so I can listen.
Yeah. So just if I say something about specifically any one of you, it's not meant in a mean way. It's just pointing out mistakes that I see. Then we see here we get the point. The fight is just, we have a bit of a cluttery fight as well as we had in the scrims today, where we'd be like signals low, Rissa, measure, and you can hear it like everyone going for everyone. So just random fight one there. We thought, me, Alex, and Taurus talked about this, and it also I asked Chris to go up make space when you were screaming. But when you win a fight and you are playing assaults thingy, tanks, we talked about 2 tanks and a healer go up, make space, push up a corner. but be careful about where you go and make the space.
Mercy mark.
Uh,
And the Rhine.
Ryan goes up and makes a
No.
bit of space, but he should have,
Bastion
like,
equals
already
Baptiste.
here, he should have been sort of going up and holding space, maybe. Should have just
No.
been, because
Hanzo,
we're
Hanzo.
five on the point, and Ryan could have just, you know, go up and make a bit of space. Because maybe we could have held this
I
point
nearly have
here
mold.
even better if we had had the space in the beginning. They might have been pushed back even further if we could have had this point, and that would have been just free road for the payload.
I have my ult.
The thing I said about being careful about not to make too much space is because when you were playing Rialto and you had the payload, you'd push way too far. When the payload was on the bridge, you'd push all the way to the checkpoint, which happened to lose a sort of the fight because Sigma was flanking. And when Sigma was flanking the payload, the tank couldn't fall back in time. And while they were trying to fall back, they got picked off. So there's a fine line between making space and making too much space. Like, where's the best corner to hold? When you go further, you make more space. Nice. But the further you go, the further you increase the chance of the payload getting flanked or so on.
No, we don't need frame point.
We don't need 6 support.
Yeah. We come to something here. Coordinate wall and charge.
Going in, going in.
So it was thought like, yeah, okay, tanks are blocked off. Good calls. But if Ryan could have just charged at a target and then May wall, they would not have that much time to react. Because you see here, with May wall up, they sort of realize, oh shit, they're pinned, and then they
Going
sort
in,
of
going in.
try to see if they can like go away. That's how I see it. So if Ryan could have just coordinated a bit more with the May, just as you do the Orisa hook pull combo with Hawk and Orisa. The oh shit, I'm on hook, I'm a pull, and then Hawk's gonna be ready, and do the same here with May and May and Reinhardt going. Ryan, I'm a charge. Okay, May, ready with your wall? Yeah, sure. And then May just has to make sure the wall is good. Yeah. If you have anything you want to point out, just let me know and we can talk about it. We realized throughout the whole match there wasn't any alt tracking nor alt economy discussion. There's not this. We didn't quite hear the does Ryan have alt? Does Sigma have alt? Who has alt? Who's gonna use alt and so on. Maybe you thought of it, but thinking about it out loud in the team makes the whole team, you know, agree on something that oh shit, we don't have to take care of or be on our toes for a Rhino. If we all agreed, then that like oh shit, he doesn't even have. Again, we come to a one fight here. Freeze the targets. Fight is won, and then see if you can go up and make space. You see Ryan here going back, and this isn't targeted to Chris specifically, but just in general, the thing about making space when you're pushing payload. I was also asking for it, if you can hear it. Ryan and Baptiste go up, make space. Ryan goes up and makes space, and oh shit, he makes a bit too much space. So, and this was just pure luck that like nobody saw this.
Yeah.
But we talked a little about all comboing here, fire striking, and then just fire striking and then charging to secure most kills as fast as possible. But we felt like I think we wrote about that it was a fair engagement from the team after the shatter. Like after the shatter, the whole team would be engaging. That was nice to see. You see Winston jumping in here. Short amount of time after Lucius here as well.
Baptiste
We were
pushing safe.
Yeah, Baptiste as well. And we were pushing payload. So that's good. That's good. You know, team engaging. Yeah, we wrote small mistake, no counter charge
Yeah,
after shatter. It almost gets you killed, but like
but he's was there
again,
to save. Yeah.
yeah, we talked about that you couldn't have had any slight chance of reacting to that, but that's also why we made like small mistake. 420, I think. Haha. No, never mind. Yeah, we wrote good Maywall here. I don't know if you intentionally tried to lock him off in here in this corner. Solo.
Yep.
Okay.
I think throughout the game, it was very easy to see that these guys don't really move on their own. They like to group up as a team in a
Mhm.
lot of the situations. So the walls 9 times out of 10 was to try and block off the exit route
Yeah,
because we pick off a lot of picks.
and we
Every team's different for that though, aren't they?
yeah, we wrote that was you know, super nice Maywall to fall back. The only thing we wanted if it would have been, you know, all the way close to they couldn't have fallen back here. That's the only thing. But it was a great wall because, you know, it makes them cluttery or cluttered up, if you can say clutched up or something. Because you see the May wall here and they all have to go through the choke except Mara, I think. Oh no, wait. And then it's huge for typical Maras. But you see here, it's huge because not only does it confuse them, but like Ryan does mass damage or AoE, and Winston does AoE, so on. So that's nice, and we actually win the fight here. What do we have? Yeah, and we wrote here. I don't know who's the Lucio. Who's okay? But we wrote nice Lucio aura for cleanup, speed boosting, or speed aura for cleanup. The team didn't really need that HP, so it was nice to see the speed aura. 440. I wrote Ryan, know your place, make space. Just holding it here is nice. But you see, you're not in like immediate danger. You could have just held it here for a bit.
He's got a drop. He's got a drop.
No shit.
I'm trying.
We wrote to this point. Winston's just going in diving. Fair enough. Good ult. Again, a bit about what we talked about earlier with the random charge. That if you just had coordinated, that would have been super nice. Because if you see, like, Winston goes in and he actually tries to, I don't know, who's Winston? Emperor?
Taurus.
Yeah. Oh, Thoris.
The same.
But yeah, but we wanted to see a bit more coordination here, with Winston and Lucio maybe comboing. Considering Lucio and Winston can boop him off into the little corner here. So if Taurus would have been, oh Lucio, can you help me clean up here? Or Lucio, I'm gonna push him to the right side. Can you do the last booping? Because Winston couldn't get, as far as I remember, didn't actually get anyone into the pit, but was fairly close lots of times. And if you see, like, if there would have been more people to keep them pushed to the right side, that would have been nice. Yeah, we wrote nice Winston ult, just coordinated. With I'm gonna go in. Are you ready?
Be right back. Carry on.
We didn't actually write this down, but you also have to. Yeah, they have a Lucio, and you're playing right side close to the pit, which
Yeah.
is not quite beneficial for you, our team. I also asked you to do it a couple times to play left side of the card, just because of the Lucio could have booped you as well if you could have booped them in the engagement.
The reason why I was there is because he countercharged me, and then I was kind of stun locked by a boop,
Yeah,
and I just
exactly.
couldn't get out.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting pooped
There's
into
the
you,
counter
and
charge.
you're pushing him. Yeah,
I pushed him,
that's
then there's the
fair.
boop.
Yeah,
Boop.
but you see, yeah, like
Kill the Rhine, kill the Rhine, kill the Rhine.
with
Yeah,
a
I know what you mean, definitely. I tried to go back, but it didn't work.
yeah. So then we see we get cleaned up here and regroup. We wanted to regroup and spawn.
I've got my ult for next fight.
Boom, boom, boom. We see here Ryan charging out, thinking he can help, but right now he's just. I actually think he takes a lot of damage here. Yeah,
Yeah.
he actually takes 250 damage.
Hmm.
Not targeting you, but it could have been Zarya, could have been
Yeah,
someone
I know, I
else
know.
taking damage, actually feeding a pretty good ult of theirs.
Like, my job was
Uh,
done when I charged and held my shield up for them to get the cover.
Yeah, all around this could have been sort of around. It's called when it doesn't happen. Uh, yeah, you could have been without this part if you had just sort of regrouped and spawned.
Hmm.
If you all could have just regrouped and spawned, because you see here Lucius pushing up with Lexa, Zarya's coming as well, and you go up and
The reason I charged it is because they were low, and
yeah,
I thought they were
fair
being
enough.
chased, and yeah.
Yeah. We just talked about we wanted to see a bit more regroup and spawn,
Yes.
or if when you come up to this corner, shield up and then fall back till the whole team's
Hmm.
assembled again.
Yeah, just so you know, that's it. Not just about the tank play, or it's not just about you. Before you charged, you could see Lucio and you could see Widowmaker actually being half HP, so they actually fed something while trying to get a pick or get uh, something, some dead to
Exactly.
poke damage in, which is not really helpful, right? So it's not just the tank. Everybody who was there at the choke 5 seconds before or 10 seconds before, you fed just a little bit. Even if you as a tank you fed 250, I think they also fed 100. So
100 both,
that's a
that's
couple of
200, yeah.
percents. Yeah, so that's
We
more than
see-
10% for a Junkrat. So.
Yeah, like Lexa gets a pick, I think.
Yeah, the Reaper.
Yeah.
And the Moira.
No. Yeah, she gets Moira, and that's good, but still, she feeds a bit while killing Mora, and killing Mora actually, sort of doesn't get any value here because we're not assembled, we can't push, and we actually fed a bit. Meanwhile,
Yeah. Also, any damage that they have done to the enemy team has gone into ultimates of their
Healing.
supports.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do poke damage if you know they have their support ults. If you know Lucio's ulting or ready with sound barrier, Anna has nano. You can do poke because they won't get any benefits from it. But it's just small things you don't have to think about, but just happens sort of naturally, if you know what I mean. Or oh, sorry, bad example of that thing you might have to think about, but the things like you sort of implement through playing, like positioning and alt tracking, without thinking about it too much. Yeah, we wrote a bit Rhino feeding. We talked about this, and then
On the way.
when we come down here, when we push,
You always group
when we come down here,
Grandmaster team is gonna
the
push you
Ryan,
together.
enemy Ryan is not getting punished for a whole 25 seconds.
Next time group spawn.
We go
You
here,
have healing. Spawn.
boop,
Yeah.
here, secure kill. 2 seconds later, what happens
The Rhine
is
has
that the
shadow.
Ryan stays alive for basically forever. It doesn't get any value out of the shatter, but it still could have been. And it actually takes way too long time to kill the Ryan.
Group spawn.
It's like sort of.
Healing.
It's like you realize that there's a Ryan here. He's sort of alone. We could maybe go for him. Oh shit, Moira's low. Let's focus her instead of just like a single May wall right here. If you, I don't know. Can you see my mouse?
No.
My mouse on the screen.
Yeah, I know. No.
Yeah. Okay. Right between the Zarya and the Rhine, the little wall, the little hole in the wall, the door frame thingy. A single May wall there could have been enough to secure the kill on the Rhine. just blocking off is right above, right to the right side of Zarya right now.
The
Blocking
Rhine
off where
have-
Junkrat bombs are falling through.
Where you have healing.
Right where Ryan walked through. Walling off there and making the whole team engage directly into Ryan could have secured the kill way faster and made the fight
Rhine
way
has
easier.
Shadow.
May would not have been using ult. Enemy Ryan couldn't have used Shatter. So on. It could have been a sort of crucial Shatter. Our Ryan almost dies from it.
Get him on next.
We're one.
I know, right? Yeah.
Sorry. Nice.
Oh, I pushed her off by accident.
Junk on the right. Junk.
Reaper attack on
Junk rat.
Reaper from behind. The bonk hard. Evident.
We're down a couple people. They're down a couple people. They have the spawn benefit.
Surely. Okay.
Yeah, spawn it. Watch it.
May's
Yo, get back,
fucked.
get
Not
back.
much to do.
Wait for
And here we're talking about you're falling a bit too far back.
Let's try that
No,
out.
I know we talked about regrouping
I
in
got
spawn, but maybe just holding. You see, Ryan's getting out of position. Maybe just holding this first corner here, and then falling back. Just holding it, making the space, because it's sort of secure space. There's not much to flank. Reaper can flank around. Junkrat could maybe, but you could hear him and see him. So just if you can, the space you can hold, that's easy to give away, is still important space. Let's say Ryan holds it right here, and ball will like run through, and we feel pressured. Maybe
try that
we
out.
could have just fall back. It wouldn't take us a long time to fall back here, but this space would have been nice to have when regrouping
He's
No,
out.
don't
a
get
bit.
the Hammond.
Don't get the Hammond.
If that makes sense.
Go spawn, go spawn.
Reaper left side or Reaper top.
Well, yeah, I just realized because when you go back from that particular from that corner there, which is a good space, you need to push through that long distance to
Yeah.
that corner, and they can spam that. So you're basically, if you give up that space, you basically give them all charge while going from the first one to the second one, or barrier or resources, if that makes sense.
It's like
So.
it's good space to hold. It's way harder, I'd assume, to take that space rather than it is to flee from it and get back securely. Like the amount of resources you'd have to make and sacrifice to get up to that point is way more than you'd have to use getting away from that point safely.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why it's better to, if you're getting the first point where it says underworld, if you're having that corner, you regroup and spawn. If you have this space in front, you try to hold that space and hope that everybody comes back. If you're 4 versus 6, then you fall back. If you're still 5v6, you can still hold some of the space, maybe.
Yeah, you can see like when you're down one guy or down two when they're down one, just play it safely and hold as much space as possible. Don't try to go for the Widow 360 no scopes up in the air or crazy Reaper ults or something, because the Reaper ult might just give us a one player benefit. Like they'd be down 3 and we'd be down 2, and then like it's beneficial, but it could have been used better. So when we're down people, see if we can play it a bit more defensively. Just hold the space we currently have at the time we lose people. As exampled here, when we lose people, we already have all the space where Zarya and Batista is. If we could have just held this, we wouldn't have had the problem of having to push back to it.
Room. Reaper room. Reaper room.
Reaper just.
No, teleport.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that,
We wrote here. This is still, I think, solo playing May here. We wrote random May wall
Or Reaper top.
because, like,
Pocket May, so you get the ult and then
I get the point that you want high ground, but I don't. We didn't quite get the point of having high ground as May right here. And I'm pretty sure the May wall could have been saved a couple seconds after this, the Maywall could have had a better use,
Oh yeah, that's what you mean.
maybe to block off
We got
Zarya or
Mayolt.
so. But
Sorry,
we
Ansel.
talked about like think about how you use your abilities. I talked with Lenut about Anna plays. We all know when you're playing Anna, it's the best feeling to make a whole like 5 or 6 man team purple. But if there's no one to engage, what does it help? If you're sleeping someone in the like in the far back of their team, no one's engaging, not a crucial target who's ulting, you don't get any value. Like think about how your abilities get value. Like May gets up, gets high ground, but she can't really do much. She's not in the range. She can do a bit of poke damage,
Reaper
but
room, Reaper room.
but the wall could have been saved for like better purposes. Using abilities last is usually what's causing your team to win. So the ones holding onto their abilities the longest often tends to win.
We got
Because they
Mayolt.
can like when they have all their abilities, meanwhile the other team doesn't have any, you have the clear advantage. Talked about here we're getting craft. We would like to see a Maywall here, Maywall in front, and we wanted to see more coordination of alt and counterplay to graphs.
Yeah, I just realized a thing. Can you scroll back for like 3, 4, 5 seconds? Like now, just a bit,
We
bit.
got Mayolt.
So stop here. Zarya just used personal, right?
Mhm.
So if somebody would have called Zarya no personal, Ryan could have pressed 4 and shatter about 2 or 3 people right now, and there would have been follow up on it. Small calls, big stuff. Small
Exactly.
calls,
It's
big
actually
plays.
that actually makes huge sense. Yeah, because they don't have anything to sort of block Ryan.
Exactly.
They don't host their DPSs.
Reaper.
Junkrat Reaper. They don't have any stun. The only thing they had to counter you with Zarya.
Zarya bubble, yeah.
Yeah,
And because they had ball and Zarya, so nothing.
yeah. Right here, there's a mass alt ability usage. We see here we're getting fucked. May's using
May
Blizzard
beat.
and Immortality Field. Right here, we would have like it takes loads of practice, but we really wanted to see, or it would have been super nice if, let's say, who can let. Okay, we know Zarya has Grav. Who on our team can save us from Grav? Immortality Field can save us a bit. Sound Barrier can save us a bit. Maywall can save us a bit. If let's say uh, we wanted to see though like it's instant that whenever you see
Sorry, Ansel.
you're in a graph, you just use all your abilities can save your team. And it's good reactions, but
Which one, me?
it could have been used for better purposes. Like you see, we don't even take enough damage for the
Yep.
sound barrier to run out.
Which one,
So
me?
that was sort of necessary. Uh like the immortality is unnecessary, the sound barrier is unnecessary, the Ryan shield is enough. And we wanted to see if those who can actually protect the team from grav would have coordinated. So let's say Lucio beats at an instant when getting grabbed. Then when Baptiste sees that, oh shit, I'm getting low HP, like my sound barrier is about to run out, I'ma use immortality. So it's not just instantly. So maybe let's say, oh shit, we're grabbed and we see like 5 Junkrat bombs flying towards our face at an instant, but that's it. Like no one else shooting, then the sound barrier is enough, and we could have saved the immortality for another good day. Or opposite, using immortality first and then using sound barrier if that's about to break. If you take loads of damage, I would suggest using sound barrier first, and then immortality after, because that's easier to see instead of losing having to look at the immortality thing. And coordination here is super important because let's say Baptiste waits for Lucio to beat before he drops his immortality, but Lucio doesn't have beat, so the whole team dies because Baptiste knows. I know I only have to use immortality when Lucio beats. And then he just waits and doesn't use immortality because he thinks that Lucio beats. So just a small coordination of, oh shit, if somebody is someone about to ult, how can we prevent this? Same as with let's say you're holding Hanamura first choke and there's Symmetra teaming teleporting in or someone's diving the team. Have a little coordination of who's gonna stay on the choke and who's gonna fall back to the point. Just small things like that makes everything so much easier instead of using every ability. Because often you see when you're playing Hanamura and someone goes in and takes the point, the whole team sort of splits up. Like everybody falls from the choke and the whole choke is open and everybody pushes in. And then it's just clusterfuck. Instead of saying like, okay, Hawk, you go back to the point, Orisa, you stay choke with Anna and May, for example. Just coordinating things and like before it happens is like way better.
Really sorry to interrupt. I have to shoot. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll
Okay.
catch
Weak.
you on Thursday. I can't get out of it. I've got to go and pick the missus up from work.
No, it's okay.
Alright.
I'm recording, so I'll just upload it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. See you later, guys.
Goodbye.
Very nice.
See you later.
I'm gonna use the opportunity to say I'm going on as well. I'm gonna upload.
Okay,
I'm
we can have it
staying.
through it.
I'm gonna upload the VOD now and post it later. So
Yeah.
I'm uploading the King's Row and I'm recording this.
yeah,
Okay.
nice. I'm uploading King's Row from my perspective as well. Okay.
Perfect.
Very
See you later.
nice.
Bye.
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 Then there's not much else here.
I'm
We come to
here.
round
Chris is
2.
here. Also, there was a perfect charge in this area.
Oh no.
We don't care about
Mm.
that. It's fine. That's personal team play. Okay. That's personal play. You improve on that on your own.
I
Then
booped her
there's
away
not.
with my own hammer.
With me?
Ah, and we didn't write anything here until
Yeah, it
until
wasn't
next round.
much. It was yeah.
Sort of clean. We win the fight.
Yeah, it
Then
was clean
here,
up, and then they couldn't come up, and
yeah, here we talk about. It's very nice that Lenut here is thinking. Oh, he's up in the window saying, "Okay, if I stay here, I can heal you there."
Also, tell me if
Very nice, but could have been better because if if like he had just positioned himself just about above where the hammer is right now, he could have healed even further away
That's what he did
and could have
today.
fallen back. He did?
Yeah.
Okay. I often, when I'm playing Anna, I often play to the right side of the hammer, top right balcony there.
Oh yeah,
But
you
I
mean
see
the
the
open
window.
thingy.
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
see the window being better because you have more range of your own team while not being. Oh wait, whilst not being in range of enemy widows.
yeah.
In because when you're on the balcony, you can get sort of insta picked by widows, but picking the window up there and then falling back again, sort of space thinking. Where can I fall back to if this gets hectic? Like have a plan B. It's super crucial. We talk about or
tell
write
me
down Anna, take the other window. Then we come to this whole fucking fuckery mass destruction of everything
Widow's
going
on
wrong.
Widow's on.
Where like we push back here. Okay. Oh wait, something we wrote about this will come this will come as well again. But thinking about like right now they're shooting our shield and we're not really shooting that much back. Okay, yeah, 75 damage, a bit going pew pew. It's not really breaking the shield. While Ryan is sort of holding out the shield to take unnecessary damage. Like
Oh,
this really doesn't protect anyone.
I was expecting the maid to move test. That's why I held my shield up.
Okay, fair. But just thinking about okay, why is my shield up? Is someone slept behind me? Fair. Like, is someone really low HP? Are we moving? But right now, and this exactly this will come a bit later on in this match. But just having shield up for no reason and the whole team being behind it for no reason is sort of like use the shield for other advantages, like pushing instead of just. You see, all your shield is all fucked up now, and there's a widow shooting a bit at you. And right now, this thingy here is where everything goes wrong. Like where we almost lose the point.
Yeah.
Like go right, go right, go left, go left. I'm going right. Oh shit, he's going right. I'm going left. Stick to one thing. Like someone take the the like the general role, the role, and take the command and say we go right. Fuck you, everyone, go right, and then people just obey that instead of because you see we go right Maywall, actually huge Maywall. Like it's super nice for taking space or going up to the point. Whoop, easy, easy retake here. But nah, someone's going left. We go back and then Ryan Charge doesn't don't talk about it. But that May wall here, you see, like we take loads of damage here walking up to the point, which could have been sort of avoided if we had just like had the May wall up.
Nice guys, keep pushing.
Widow's still up top. Widow's still up.
I say Widow's still up top, and this takes way too long time, way too much time to kill the Widow. She has free space. Nobody's contesting her. We don't really have the biggest hero to contest her either, but we talked about Bubbling Reaper to make him like go up and contest a Widow, so she can't like snipe our Ryan or our squishies all the time. Like from here, from when we take the point, from like here we see the first. I think you can maybe see it here. Yeah, there you can see the Widow shot. And from there, she's not getting huge picks. It's not that, but it's just the point that she's getting that much free space. It's what Lexa also did in
Yeah.
our earlier matches.
If it
in
was another
Volkaya.
widow, we would have been fucked.
Yeah,
Exactly.
imagine Lexa would have been on the other side.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like she didn't cause much trouble, but the trouble she could have been causing. Like it's just she gets so much space. She doesn't really kill anyone, but it's just oh wait, she kills Reaper, but
Kills Reaper.
And
And
Lucio.
Dougal. And Lucio, so
but
The only two people that could counter her.
yeah,
well, good target prior.
and then oh shit, Widow's still up there. Lexa saying it multiple times.
But no one can
And
do
then
it.
Widow's still shooting.
Like right now, no one can do it.
No. And then Ryan could have held his shield up, nice. But then he could have been shot from the other angles. Widow's still there. Widow doesn't get killed throughout this fight. She just falls back. And it's like, wait, why did no one go for her? Nice wall. I think maybe wall. Yeah, here's wall. We wrote after this. We wrote minor bubble mistake. Bubbling Ryan while he's falling back, not
Oh,
even
yeah.
in danger.
I don't know if he had bubble there.
No, but I
Stood off cooldown.
yeah, but like just thinking about is he taking damage? He was. Yeah, or wait,
Yeah.
you were taking damage. You were in danger, but you were falling back, and then we also wrote like minor bubble mistake. Again, we come back to here.
Yeah, because it was. Where was the widow? Was no,
I
she
think
was.
she
She
was- I
was.
think
She
she
was.
was
She
just
was
main.
retreating. Okay.
I think she was just main shooting.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that bubble could have been used on a target deck
Yeah, maybe.
like a bit later, but it's fine.
And then right here, we wrote not taking space. Space.
Space.
What is that?
Exactly. Why holding this angle here? You could have held like why is this so difficult to why is this so frightening to hold?
I think maybe I don't know. I don't know what I thought back then, but maybe it was because Nut said at the very beginning that he can heal until this point.
Yeah, like where the Junkrat thingy is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was that. I don't know anymore. It
No.
just comes to my mind.
No, it's fair, but just thinking, or if you could at least held at the again,
Yeah,
not
I know, I know, I know, I know.
but just at least held
At
it
the car, yeah.
at the tower, the freaking what's it called, tower.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Just holding it there would have been enough. Because right now they have free line, like they can, they can just go free to point,
yeah.
you know, if they take main,
Yep,
which
they
you
are.
don't. But if they took main, they had like free road to main. Again, we come to a fight, another fight where Widow is just having free space, like getting cover. Oh wait, get the Widow so
Where
Ryan can
is the
protect
Widow?
point. She Widow is shooting from the back. Right now, yeah, she starts shooting from the back, and Ryan gets in a huge dilemma here. Or I felt like you got in a huge dilemma. Like, should I protect from Widow or should I protect from team?
Exactly.
And it's like if just like let's say two people or one go for Widow, just contesting her, not necessarily killing her, but contesting her so she can't do her part is like huge. Because Reaper can't do anything at this range. He can't even shoot up the windows and deal damage. So why not go up and kill the Widow?
Statue.
About what we talked about earlier, using your shield, tucking unnecessary damage.
Mhm.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
2000 HP. Just oh wait, it lowers.
Yeah.
Who's in
behind
danger?
statue.
Oh wait, that's right. No. Oh no. No, no one danger.
No shield. No shield.
Oh
no
wait, shield gone, and he almost dies from it. Like we talked about, get in freaking cover. It's the it's the biggest help I've had playing Anna against, like, say, Widows. Just playing out of line of sight is so big. Because they literally can't do anything. It's not like you can shoot through it, you can disable it, you can counter it, and it's just small things that makes it so huge. Like playing, let's say, playing Anna, and you're right here with like at the car here. Just playing here and healing, towards the ankle of where May is going to counter a potential Widow up in the window is just huge, huge positioning to counter line of sight. Try do that as well as when you're pushing or engaging. Use your abilities for when you're low. Use your abilities for when you can't push out of line of sight. That's when you have to use it. In the arch here to the left, pushing from there to the point, there's not much you can push, that not much cover you can push with. So that's where you use abilities. And you use abilities to push from the main choke as attacker, to push from main choke to the point, so on. But just standing using abilities, because it protects yourself from something you could avoid it by just pressing S, or D or A, unnecessary. I wrote right here, this position, bad. Wrong. Because we talked about this so much. Like staying here is bad because they can flank you from the doorway. They can flank you from above. Killing someone, they can come back from spawn.
I
It's just
forgot about
terrible.
above.
Yeah, it's just terrible positioning being into. Like, it's just wrong. Because there's like the whole team being there makes it a bit better because you can support each other, but it's still a bad positioning taking into consideration that you're right below. I think they have a Junkrat. Right below a Junkrat, like 3 meters away. So like just small again, it's things you should work on so you don't have to think about it manually, but just thinking, oh shit, Junkrat, let's not stay here.
I actually
Uh,
forgot about top, I think.
yeah, again, it's things
Yeah, I know.
it's things you don't let that you sort of have to think about in the beginning. You have to manually think about it until you get it into your head at an automatic sort of brain
No,
thinking.
normally I do. That was
Yeah, big brain thinking. Right here, nice using abilities to engage with.
I got the
Uh,
tire.
yeah, we wrote here, maybe use Maywall to block him off from point.
What do you mean block them off from point?
You see, they're up here. They're pushing point from up the window there.
Yeah.
Maybe using a May wall to wall off that to make sure they couldn't contest the point from where they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Just block them from falling off or splitting them up. May has wall. There's no wall usage. May's using. She's not even using wall in the doorway. Like, I think two people gets away here. Two, maybe three. Like they get killed in there, or at least one gets
The
killed.
Moira got away, and the Lucio did
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Yeah, Lucio got away as well.
Also, the swing on the tire was so lucky.
Yeah. You see, like small things like that. Thinking about how you can get the most out of your ult, the follow-ups, the the thing you use to get your ult, to make your ult way better. Like small things like that. Let's say soldier using ult and then healing is better than him just running around, sort of. Sometimes, or May comboing with a McCree to make sure he gets high ground when people are about to shoot at him, or Diva defense matrixing McCree when he's ulting. Just small combos that cost little to no resources, but makes everything so much better. Like it could have secured so many more kills using that single May wall. And then the last thing is 1320. I think the fight. Yeah,
Where's the hotel?
fight is won.
We don't. Oh, go back.
And then, oh shit. Ah, choke. Scares me. Ah, run back. Like, hold choke. Hold choke. Make space. Hold the choke. Hold at least, like, hold at a position you can fall back from. Because right now you're giving them free space, but
It's
again,
only one fight left. I have my
exactly.
ultimate.
Yeah, it should have been like, it's not that big of a deal, but again, could have been crucial. Let's say you can hold it. Let's say it would have been better team, and we had held it at the choke. They would have they would have had to use way more abilities to get to the point,
Mm-hmm.
rather than just, oh shit, I can just put, oh wait, point, oh shit, I'm gonna go here, instead of, if you could have held the choke, they might have used a bit of ultimates or a bit of abilities just to get to the point,
Mm-hmm.
which would have weakened them by the time they wouldn't got to the point. But right now they can just press W and, oh shit, 3 point. Hum 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 hum.
Num num.
Tastes very nice. Like, it's not the fight's not lost and it's not close to being lost, but again, oh shit,
It could have been
holding choke,
easier.
holding choke, very spooky, scary.
Hey, I don't think they will. They're going main.
They're going main. Sigma shields up. Then we just use everything like that the team or the fight is sort of easily won, but could have been
Moira behind.
like a fair fight if the team would have been a bit better, maybe. Things like that.
You can shatter.
Or then massive shatter at the end.
Ah, I think you did.
Huge, actually 7K.
Well,
So I think that was it for our little. I don't think we want to watch that. Ew.
A shadow can be a 7k.
can
If you have a 6k and you just charge all of them off the cliff and yourself, then it's a 7k.
Bob.
Wow.
8K potential.
Oh man.
If the
Yeah.
mercy flies after you.
I was playing Ryan a couple of days ago, and I got the best play of the game ever, man.